up, you guys? I am hanging out with John Koneski, a good buddy of mine. Met through the music thing, great, awesome guitar player that plays with Tenacious D and has his own stuff going. Obviously, you've got a huge James Taylor influence.
Yeah, love James T.
Me too, man. I mean, sweet baby James.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest acoustic guitar players that ever was.
Yeah, and also talk about like a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
When you listen to James Taylor, it's not, the whole thing creates like this mood.
Yeah, soothing.
Oh, yeah, amazing. So you're going to, I think I'm going to take a nap. Anyway, you're going to break down some of his stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll zoom in and do it. He's got so many different things, but I would say at least go check out Guitar Rings, check out some of the other stuff he's doing. In fact, I'm going to leave some stuff down there. I mean, I could reach down and I'm just massage the link right there. Go down there, check some stuff out. Guitar Rings, Tenacious D, his solo career. Skype lessons. You do Skype lessons as well.
Lessons, yeah.
So, he's not hard to find. So let's zoom in, and I'm ready to learn. So let's do it.
All right, so here we go. First thing, we got a little intro. It just goes like this. Break that down. It's kind of an A7 chord, but you're not really playing the 7th. So you're just going hammer on from what would be 0 to 2 in respect to the capo. So on the 4th string. Then play the bass note again. And then that little figure there. So what's the 2nd fret? Or the 5th fret, you could call it, on the 2nd string. And then he'll do a little thing where I noticed in listening to a couple different versions. When he slides up, the bass note starts to pick up a little momentum. So it'll go. And do this little figure, which is, it kind of makes it sort of easy to think about, because it's just bass note, 2nd string, bass note, 3rd string, bass note, 4th string. And you're fretting the 6th fret with your 1st finger on the 2nd. That's the 6th fret from the nut. And then the 7th fret on the 4th string. So real slow. Now, when we get into our verse, the fingering pattern simplifies a little bit. And, you can kind of modify it to suit your own needs based on how easy it is for you to sing and play and that sort of thing. So we're just going to do the same kind of chord movement. So, and that little pattern is... E minor shape, to a D, to a G, to an A. So I'll walk you through those picking patterns there. So we're going. When we get to the E, it's real slow. Oops, a little accidental bass note in there. Here we go. So, through that part, that first part of the verse, it's like this. So that's the second half of that part of the verse. So it goes down to an E minor. We're going to do that same finger pattern that we did before. Then we're going to walk up to a G, to a C add 9 shape, then to a D. So it'd be like this. On the D, you want to go. So all together on that second half of the verse. Back into another verse. So back into another verse. Back to the same E minor. Walk it up to the G. Now this time around, on the second half of that verse, you're going to go to an A instead of a D. At this point, we're now into our chorus. So the chorus just goes like this. A lot of that same kind of finger pattern sort of flow through the whole tune. So get a feel for those patterns and stuff that we talked about before, and you can just apply a lot of those same things to the chorus. I'm going to walk you through this first part of the chorus real slow. Here we go. So that's the first half of the chorus. Here it is again, real slow. Now we want to walk down to an A minor, which in respect to the capo, it will look like an F sharp minor chord to you. And then little fingering pattern I'm doing here, you can kind of modify it, however you want, really. I'm doing it this way. It's essentially just thumb, third finger playing the 6th and 2nd strings, and then rolling first and second fingers on the 4th and 3rd strings. Another bass note, and then third finger playing the 2nd string again. Same shape on a B minor type of chord shape, which is actually a D minor, but. And then it's a cool little economical way to do this next chord change. It goes to an E, but you can, and I've seen videos of James Taylor doing this way, you can hang on to your B minor chord. So your thumb's kind of playing this cool bass movement, but you're really not moving a lot. So it's a really effective and cool way to play a neat guitar figure without having to move into some crazy chord formations or anything. So here, I'll show you the end of that chorus one more time. It's just. Same rotation through the chorus. Then it goes into this little post-chorus, section that he does. It's real short. Just goes. So I'll play you that coming out of a section of chorus here. So we got chorus. Okay, so that post-chorus section is just going to go like this. super slow. Then we're gonna go into this bridge. So this song has a really cool arrangement. It's like verse, chorus, then there's this neat bridge section in the middle, and then it's verse, chorus. It's done. So it's real cool, like little symmetrical tune. So the bridge walks out of that little post-chorus. Into a D chord. To a C add 9. Get you that picking pattern here. So that was D, D shape, C add 9 shape. Just walk that bass note down a half step, then back up, back to a D. Then we're gonna go. So that's the first half of that bridge. So here it is all the way through again. I'll show you some of those other parts. So it's then back in to the same rotation again, but there's a little variation on the end. So I'll show you how that goes. So we're going to play through it again so we can hear it in context. All the same so far. Here's where it changed. Really cool chords in there. So I'll walk you through that second section there. So all the same here. Now here's where things are going to get a little bit different. This time around it's going to go. So there's a little bass movement there. So the thumb's just going to be doing this. That sounds like this. Okay, so coming in second half of the bridge here, I'll walk you up to the place where it's going to be different from the first half. So we got this. Then it goes. Then from there, it goes. So a little bass movement in there, and then on top, we're just doing first finger, second finger is just going to roll on the third string, second string. So just like this. And then this next chord we have it's like that little bit of a D shape kind of on top. With a what would be a B, but it's the 5th fret from the nut, 2nd fret from the capo on the 5th string, and that's like it's like a minor 7 sharp 9 or something like that. And then so here it is in context. So the finger pattern on the right hand. Then we're going to go. So we're changing our little minor sharp 9 thing there to a E7 chord. E7 shape, which would actually be a G7 with the capo. So I like to do a little kind of hammer-on thing there. You can kind of roll it with your fingers like that if you want. So it's going to go. Cool. And then we're back into another verse. So. Okay, cool. So we got second verse, same as the first verse, and then the goes into a chorus after that. It'll be just like this. Outro or post-chorus. Just like that.
Just like